All right, we are here. It is your host, Lasercat, live in Austin, Texas. As you can see behind me, throngs of fans showing up for the darts here in our beautiful state capital on this lovely Saturday. Cannot wait to get you all the action kicking off real quickly here in this invite-only, 8 players, fully seated. Invite-only, I think I already covered that part, the invitational bit. City League, something top 8, best players in Austin. Playing a straight knockout format. Recently, you've been seeing us do the round robin, the group stage. Not this time. We are going to be oneing and dunning it. $400 cash prize on offer for these folks. $200 for the winner, $100 for the runner-up, $50 for the semifinalists. It's going to be a hoot. We've got signs. We've got some standard PDC seating. Let's get this fall promo off here. You see my beautiful face. See the dogs behind me. We're having fun. Let's go ahead and bring up the preview for our first match, which will be... Wait, did I... Yep, I said that right. Yep, it is going to be Omar and Russ. Here we see their standings and performances so far through the first, I don't know, let's call it 3 months of the season. You see Omar overwhelmingly strong on the winning record side. Advantage in the averages, advantage in the first 9, yada, yada, yada. Rest of the advantage going to Mr. Omar. And we see him over there. I'm actually thinking he's throwing on the wrong board at the moment. I definitely put him on the right one. These players are still doing a little bit of warm-up. Some got here over an hour ago. That would have been Omar. Some got here, we'll call the Mervyn King, if you follow the City League channel on Twitter. Got a little Mervyn King reference there for the true darts hipsters. Russ doing a little athletic stretch there in the back. And we'll let these guys go whenever they're ready. Thumbs up coming around from me to Russ to Omar. We're going to get some quirks going on. So just like the PDC style to determine the throwing order here, folks are throwing at the bull. You're either going to throw it in the bullseye in the 25 or outside the 25, and you've got to meet or beat it to stay alive. Otherwise, your opponent will win the advantage of throw, which in this best of 7 could well be a decent bit of an advantage. That looks like Russ threw a 25 to Omar, who then saw it through a 25. Back now to Russ. They're looking for a 25 to extend it, a bull to take the darts, or outside to give Omar the darts. Outside to give Omar the darts is the choice. And we are up and running here. You see the scoreboard has started. And we are live here in the inaugural City League Invitational. Wow. Oh, what an opener. I believe that is going to be a 1, 2, 3. Solid stuff. The first was great. The third was great. Boy, would a nice little 180 opener have been something special. There we go. That's right. I had set the shutter and exposures to optimize this earlier and forgot I had quit the application out. So lost our settings there, but now we are back looking proper good. Proper good, except for those starts. A little 26 early on for Mr. Omar.
In the toughest part of your day,
Nope, now I'm realizing that the auto color balance auto shuts off itself. So anyway, lesson learned here. Sorry for the little hiccups in the booth, as let's be honest, if you've been watching City League more than 2 streams, You absolutely expect a little bit of tech banter right off the bat. Wow, good look there. Another 1-2-3 from Omar. I thought that was going to have a good look at a 1080. Just marching down on a finish after 4 visits to the Aki, doing really well here. Stamping in that 2-seed. 2-seed confidence, the 2-seed reputation. Wow, almost for the 1-2-9. I'm sitting here trying to adjust props on the camera. Meanwhile, Omar is about to take out the 1-2-9s. Oh no, okay, it wasn't. I was just missing the big number. I'm sorry, I just wasn't checking in on the math too well there. Well, those are decent darts, 78, I think. A little champagne breakfast from Russ, but it will not be enough to put Omar under any sort of pressure. As we see the gallery starting to fill up, our beautiful little seating area here behind the darts. And who knows how much that might fill out once the this Alabama UT game wraps up. Double 10 for Omar is in. Wow, so 1 double missed low for the double 20, 1 double hits the mark on the double 10 for Omar. Off to a fantastic start here. Really tidy leg, tidy scoring, tidy finishing. Oh boy, if you are playing up against Omar here, you wouldn't be too happy seeing that. No, you would not. Emphatic opening with nice little ton there. Of course, in the back of the mint jersey, we see Mad Matt Crescent on his phone, who previously had a 41 sign actually written that he was ready to wave around like a 1080 sign. It would have been rather appropriate there for Russ's opening visit. A little bit of a, what, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? A fumble. A little fumble there from Omar, giving Russ a solid chance to get back into this leg, try to reclaim the advantage on his throw, and it's not going to happen. A little game of Plinko up on the board there. Just the 40. So Omar has effectively taken the throw and then some. All right, apologies for a little bit of a signal hiccup there. Had to move from the Wi-Fi to the hard line, which hopefully should lead to some guaranteed stability here on out. So much slower goings. At this point, last leg, it was Omar looking at a 1-2-9 checkout. Not quite the same situation here in leg 2, which is surprising because typically what we see with City League is performances steadily increasing along the night, particularly when we've got a stream going. Early camera jitters on the streaming board have been known to affect some players, knock a good 5 to 10 off of an average. All right, looking for a ton here is Omar. We get into rain. There is the ton, and there is the range. 158, not the most agreeable setup in the world, but I guarantee he'll go for it if he hits 120 with the first two. And Russ, completely unbothered by any sort of semblance of math awareness here. Would have been a great opportunity for Mad Matt back there to throw up the Be Math Aware sign. Of course, at this point, he's been changing the sign about every 30 seconds, so I'm not sure what he's writing on it at the moment. This 158 is not going to go, and is it going to get close? It will not be below the ton, but it doesn't matter too much. Russ still way, 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 way downtown. $54 to leave tops, looking for that treble 18. Does not find it. But wants the same target to try to leave 36, and he does. It's a great third dart there from 90, hit the 54. And meanwhile, I completely missed that Russ left his bogey. So looking for a check down at best. He should get a good little check down. From 94, why not just stay on the 20s, hey? It's City League, baby. You can go your own way. Omar, double 18 is the ask. The awkward switch, as they say. In there, wow. It didn't feel tidy going down, but it's 26 darts in the end. Not too bad. That is a break, and it is full advantage here to Omar. Not going to lie, keep on looking back behind me every now and then to check on the status of the UT Bama game. Which, honestly, I don't care for college football too much, but if I wasn't doing this right now, I would absolutely be either at home or right here at the Cavalier watching this game rather intently. Huge storyline for those of you uninitiated with college football here in America. Alabama, #1 team in the country, was expected to just absolutely run over the University of Texas here in Austin. I believe the line from the bookmakers was like, I swear I want to say like 22.5, 23.5 or something like that. And right now, Texas has been giving it to them. I think Bama's up by 1 with about 3.5 to 4 minutes left into the game. But it matters not because we are here, you are here for the darts. So let's dart. All right, so our first leg was really hot for Omar. Second leg, a little bit cooler. Third leg seems to be about in the middle. It does leave a finish, though it took him 5 visits to get down to it. And meanwhile, we do see the crowd growing back here. We are getting more folks filling up this fan seating, which I absolutely love. And we expect that to get more and more full as the afternoon progresses. Making me regret more and more not bringing out some laminated 180 signs, some silly stuff for folks to be able to write on. Omar up there checking. I believe that's 80 scored so far, which means it should be treble 17 here. It was 80. The attempt was treble 17 to leave double 16. It'll be 84 left, 64 left, excuse me. It was 67 to leave 64, which is unlikely to be pressured. $64 to go up a second break here in this match and to take the nope, it would be a hold. Never mind. Again, checking. I think that's going to be 57. 17 for tops. And it's low. It's just a tight dart. You see that the puff blown out cheeks of frustration. Oh, do we all know that feeling? But the 197 can't go, so 177 sure would be exciting. 177 sure would be exciting. 177 sure would have been exciting. All right, how about tops here for Omar to go within 1? Oh boy, that is a tight dart, as was his last one. Oh no, we getting some finish line jitters potentially here. The missing has been low. One, 2, 8's got to start on the 18s. Probably will not. Does. Oh, good lad, Russ. Treble 20 would have left the bowl. Should be back to the 18s here from 90. Or what the hell, just go for the high scoring anyway. Again, Omar, again. Tippy top of the board. Again, it's a little low. Can you find the double 10? It's a big switch. No, it's inside again. Lacking that tidiness. Oh no, was that like a fortunate 15 to leave the bowl? I can't tell what is going on here. I think that, oh no, it was a 212 scored. Oh, and it just gets, I mean, not worse, but definitely not better. Definitely not helpfully better. Omar, it is awkward here. It's going to be awkward. Oh, he splits it. What did he come for? Oh, and he gets it. So well done. Brilliant. Oh, what a closeout there. What a chance for me to try to give this a shot. Let's see if we can Omar, replay Omar's 10 here. It's going to be awkward. Oh, yes. It's the split. Oh, he splits it. I completely missed. Look at the double four.
And then it's in.
Oh, so good. So good. I know I need to have like a swipe for that replay to slide off the screen. Let's put that in right now, shall we? All right, Omar looking to take no prisoners, just trying to get it 4 and done. Ooh, let's take a look at our match stats here. So Omar keeping steady above the 60. Russ a good over 20, well, about 20%, 20% lower. Power scoring certainly on Omar's favor. A little surprising, though, not to see any of those low tons have converted to mid tons or high tons, especially with how many we've seen with 2 of those treble 20s. We've seen at least a few 120 pluses. This standard will absolutely get the job done here in City League. See the dark counts there, so creeping up. But again, we see a good bit of ebb and flow early in these tournaments, which we typically see stabilize. So if Omar's throwing 61s, 62 average first round here, we would very reasonably, I don't know if I'd say expect, but not be surprised to see that go to 65s or so by the time we hit the final here.
Personal price, man, simply makes you create an affordable price just for you. That's not going to pay. Quick to get a phone today. Like the neighbor.
So a bit of a delay, a gap, I guess, in our timing between this and the other quarterfinal. The other one just about wrapping up its second leg. So we might go ahead and move that match over to this feature board for y'all. And then wait for the next round of quarterfinals to get going until that one is wrapped up. So we will see. But of course, we still have at least 197 plus to go on this board. That will not be enough to get into checkout range, but neither of these players doing particularly well to get down to the double here so far. Omar is almost there. He's almost there. 172 currently. And I think he still might not be there. I think that's going to be 171. Indeed, it is. So potential advantage here for Russ to go what I think would be ahead for the first time in the match. And that is definitely ahead. Meanwhile, Texas kicking a great field goal in the, not the memory of Justin Tucker, but in the inspiration of the GOAT, Justin Tucker. All right, good setup there. Good 97 for Omar. He's got to be feeling not too bad about his spot so far in this leg. Oh, 11 for the bull for Russ, doing the math, making sure he's picking the right target. 61 remaining. Oh, it could be spicy. Oh, it could be spicy. Oh, no, cannot find it. Great effort, though, from the 1-2-1 to get a look at the big little spot in the middle. And that was a beautiful miss with the 10 and set up top. So that will absolutely pressurize this 74 from Omar. What's he going to do about it? 20 for tops. Oh, and it's a bust into the treble. Chance for Russ to get back on board, and I'll tell you what, we're just going to leave the camera right up there. Trying to visualize it. No. You, no, that's not good. Well, sets up 36 for his effort, which is not as bad as Omar's previous attempt. 74, take 2, and action. I think it's the same single 14. Oh, no. It's a 9. And it misses the 15, so no shot at the bowl. It is just gift after gift for Mr. Mitchell here. Question, do you want it? Double 18 way outside. Outside still. And yes, finds it, gets on the board. 3-1. It's just a hold of throw, but I bet a hold of throw never felt so sweet. Lamar with the advantage, though. Just needs one of the next 3 legs to take it down. I think it's a 75. Not too bad there from Russ. I doubt that triple 18 was intentional, but hey, we'll take those strays. I'll catch those strays all day long. Oh, first time we're actually seeing some potential vulnerability here from Omar. We'll see if Russ can capitalize on that. Try to get his scoring a little bit more helpful, a little bit more scory. Oh, can't fill it up there for Omar. Great tongue 40, though. Ooh, baby, look at that. Oh, my gosh, are those some well-thrown darts. Speaking of some well-thrown darts, wow, we are all right. Russ is definitely turning around. Where the heck are we at with these stats? Wow, shockingly, pretty much just the same that Russ was doing before. He was like at 51.0, I think, when we first checked in. Omar just about 1 or 1.5 off from last time we checked in on him, which is like at 61.9 might have been. Anyway, so still pretty similar here from the last time we looked at these folks, though Russ starting to pick up the power scoring as we see a couple of low tons on the board there. After we're in this time, 18 to 25 will not be the targets. Yep, and you hear behind me, I'm sure that came through. Everyone in the bar yelling, no, no, the moment that Russ went for the 20s there from 305 first start. They all know. I'm surprised that the rest of this bar is that math aware, but here we are. I love it. Oh, no. Is that a once? Oh, okay. All right. I was 10 off with that. Unfortunately, nothing Omar could have done about that bust, or about the bogey leave, excuse me. Again, not a bogey leave, but a 179. Anyway, I thought it was bad math. It was not. Now for setup time, and now having once again taken a commanding lead in the leg. We haven't seen it in a couple of legs, but Omar is back as the overwhelming favorite here in this match, but not making it easier for himself. You see a little like cheeky kind of grinny laugh, just pure frustration with those two single ones. Oh, and it gets no better with that single three. 179 required, 5 scored. Ooh, baby. It is a finish line blues for Omar. At least the 57 went there. $60 required to get into checkout range. And now it's going to be a treble minimum. Got to be a treble on this third. Well, not that sort of treble. Not that sort of treble. How about a 117? Maybe next time. Could leave a 70 here. I mean, 72, excuse me. Again, still in a very commanding position here, barring a ton 40 from Russ. Omar will be feeling really good about this one. And I don't think that's much of anything. So at least 6 from the 72 here. One more there for tops. For the match. Oh, does not go. 30 shy. A double 15 short. Matters not, though. At least not yet. All right, and how about this double 15 for Omar? Double thereof with the 10 right next door, a little bit tight. And it's a bust in the target that he wanted originally. It's finish line blues for Omar. Again, the scoring and his opponent's lack thereof has sort of bailed him out here with some of this untidiness. That's 80 scored, I believe, the first two, leaving 66. 10s or 14s. 10s for double 18, 14s for double 12. It was 10s. It's 60 left in the end, which still applies some pressure to Omar. If you're standing up there going at 30, you are not happy to see your opponent on 60. Not when he used to be on like 190. And find one just a little bit closer. He can for the match. And that does it on board one. Here we see the averages there. Omar coming down. We saw him at about 61, 62 for at least the first half of the match. Dropping down, but that first 9, look at that. And that gap he'll be particularly unhappy about. That 15 over 15-point average between the first 9 and the overall, just really getting hammered by the finishing there. We see a little much less of a disparity with Russ's figures there on the right. Oh, let me whip this thing back around because you know what I forgot to do when we first do this was tell you how we all got here. Who are these people playing? Who are the top eight? Told you this top eight seeded. What's going on? Here is the table for City League Austin Order of Merit. We've been playing this out since about the beginning of the year. A series of round robin tournaments with players earning points every time they play based on how far they get. So if you're just in the group stage, you get 1 point. And if you get out of it in the semifinal or final, or if you win it, you get more and more points for that progression. So here are the tallies up through this last Tuesday. So we run them every Tuesday here at the Cavalier. These are the points. This is what informed this seeding. And so as you see here, we just saw the number 2, number 7 matchup between Omar and Russ. Featured up next will be the number 1, Mike Gilligan, against number 8, Michael Parr matchup. And from there on out, don't worry about it. Just tune in, and you'll figure out who you're going to see from there. I'm going to throw this back to the audience cam, take a quick break. We'll let the other matches finish up and get back with our final round of quarterfinal matches just after these words, which actually aren't words because there is no commercial break.
Delivery trucks, and loaders, and of course, next to the bottom, you run assembly line, and field coolers, supervisors, and trainers. Among your other we also make it for Coca-Cola's office. Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages is proud to serve where we live and live where we serve.
April, amazing, knowledgeable, and extremely patient. I recommend Velocity to everyone.
You can be ready to us too. We're Velocity Credit Union. VelocityCU.com. Across America, there are too many scenes. Answer is to the fun and dismantle. They want the punishment believe, not the criminals. I support our law enforcement by ensuring that they are fully deploying crackdown on revolving door.
All right, we are back, ready to rock. Let's take a look at our preview for the next match here. Number 1 seed, Sweet Action, Mike Gilligan, going up against number 8, Michael Parr. Once again, we see pretty similar disparities in the averages here compared to relative to the last match. Overwhelming win-loss record for Gilligan, though not quite as high of an average, I believe, than Omar. So it'll be interesting if they meet later on. Don't know why all those numbers just went to 15 there. That's a little weird. But let's go ahead and bring up the match anyway, shall we? Oh, right. It's because, I guess it's because that match got underway. So it looks like Michael has won the cork. And we are off and racing. Once again, another best of 7 here. First to pick up the 4 legs. And it looks like the bar is clearing out a little bit here. So I figure it was just a whole bunch of Russ Mitchell fans who were coming on to cheer him on. And then as soon as he was unable to make it through against Omar, they all just decided to leave. That's my bet anyway. And I'd put all the money on it. Three well-thrown darts there for Michael, 95, but very, very fresh effort. That lets Mike back in the door here, but I'll tell you what, with Michael Parr opening up with the darts, They're throwing down a nice little scoring gauntlet, being at 205 through 5 visits. This would be upset of the day. Now, granted, a decent part of the reason that Michael Parr is not higher seeded here is just due to lower participation, just not coming out as frequently as some of these other players, so just having fewer opportunities to win points. But I'm pretty sure that his averages here, I'm saying I'm pretty sure as if there's no possible way I could look. Of course I can find this out, like 2 clicks away from it. Okay, let's see. What are his deal? What's his deal with the stats here? Well, no, just a 46 average here so far for this season. So that actually surprises me because I see him throw some real nice stuff. But looking at these averages overall, as far as the top 16, it is definitely overwhelmingly in favor of Omar and Javier and Mike, the only players. And Christian Wilson down there, number 14, with the 57 average. Christian, again, one of those players who just is not higher on the table due to lack of participation. But yeah, typically mid 40s here is going to be the standard in City League Austin. And if you can throw mid 50s, you'll be darn competitive. And if you can throw 60s consistently, of course, all this is consistent. We can all throw 90 average legs, here and then, or even 90 average matches if you want to do like best of 3. But week in, week out, at a 55 average will be very competitive, very, very, very competitive here. And I'd like to say that that was a miss at 18s. But I also would not like to lie. So I think I'll just say nothing at all. What can Mike do from 132 here? He's the bull first sharp. Ooh, is not even close to it. Targets it. Definitely was targeting that 25 segment. And it just sets up the ton. Oh boy, not a great visit back from 132. So it'll be par here. The 2 sets up tops. Oh, and that is not a well thrown dart at all. Too wristy, no follow through. Low as one would expect. We'll just leave it here for the shank, or for the not the shank, for the 100 finish from Mike. I don't know, he's going to go top tops. Oh, he was. Oh, he finds one of the 2 required. I wasn't sure if he was going to drop back down to the treble with that 3rd dart. But it is double 10 here for par. And he finds it. First blood has been drawn here in the 2nd round of the quarterfinal matches. We've got this quarterfinal match as well as the 4-5. The 4-5 going on the adjacent board. And from here, we move to the semifinals. Players have decided that they want to run the semifinals consecutively, not concurrently. So they want the camera time, which I am here for. I'm a fan of it. That's why I brought all this nonsense. We got all this stuff hooked up. So that's what we'll be doing. Doing semifinal 1, semifinal 2, and then hosting the final here. So 3 matches left after this one. Plenty of darting action for your Saturday, whether it's your Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, or even Saturday night. Hey, how about a Sunday morning? Holler at us in the chat if it's a Sunday morning. So, did I say Sunday morning or say Saturday morning? Anyway, holler at us if it's Saturday morning or Sunday morning. How about that? And of course, if you're here for the first time, you want to see more amateur darting action, go ahead and hit that subscribe. And while you're here, give us a like. When I watch other videos on YouTube, they tell me it helps a lot to hit that like. So, go ahead and do it. Why not? What have you got to lose? like I said, would be the upset of the tournament here. If this result were to continue, if this pattern were to hold. Michael's come in with some scoring prowess, I'll tell you. 2 tons and a 95 in that first leg alone. Sure, it was surrounded by some sloppiness, but still, you don't flub your way into 2 tons and 95 in a single leg. That's no accident. And it's just not going for Gilligan. Nothing is going for Gilligan here. And while most of these players have been on stream before here out at the Cavalier, what we do not do week in, week out with City League is play for money. So this is the first time that any of these players have played in a money context within City League. I'm sure every single one of these players have played blind draws or, other single. I know a lot of them played single season with me before for money, but not in this City League tournament series format, not in this invitational, and not on a free roll. So no entry fee here for this tournament. These players were just straight up invited based on the order of merit. They've earned these spots. They've earned that chance at the $400 purse, $200 US. Not that Canadian monopoly money, real hard fiat American currency. Bar steps up to upend this entire tournament, honestly. Oh no, it's a 7 for 41. And it's not a 1-0, it's a treble 18, not the single. That will be a do-over. Unfortunately, Mike just in anywhere but a position to capitalize. I don't even know if that's 11 or 30. Oh, no, it's a free roll again for par here. Free roll, the word of the day. Oh, no, he just straight up misses the big number again and again. So frustrating. So frustrating. At least he gets onto the clean double this time. And again, it's going to have to be more than a ton for Gillen here. It should be 19.25.60. Oh well, the math be damned. All right, to go up a proper break here in this match. No, can't find it. Can he get his way over the double 10? No, the answer. But still, turn after turn, it simply matters not. Turn after turn, it simply matters not. Needed to go 18.25 there. Needed to go 18.25 there. I can't believe I didn't bring in the Mathaware graphic here for this production. That's absolutely pathetic. Absolutely terrible on my behalf. It's even worse than that 15 and the previous 4 visits from Michael. But yet, again, still, it doesn't matter. I feel like I'm I'm just gonna hold my thought there. But I mean, yeah, Michael's been on 43 for the last 4 visits. 4 visits ago, he had 43 and has been on or 48. And it just gets worse and worse. And here, Gilligan is just allowed. Gilligan has had 160 so far this leg. That was his only visit above a 40. Is it what, 41 and 60? That's it. Everything else below 40. Unreal. Seriously, can't believe this. 26, 37, 43, 33, 31, 22, 24, 11, 60, 22, 41, and that for Gilligan's visit so far here. Michael, 1 for double 2. Once again, busted by the treble 18. It is an absolute disaster. Almost hit that treble 17. Now he wants treble 14 for double 32, double 16. Alex 20 for tops just to try to lay it up. And almost Mike was at a finish. Will he get a look at that 60? I have absolutely no idea. All right. Just says, enough for this nonsense. Let's go 3 Madhouse. And it almost pays off. It almost paid off with that second dart to split the bed perfectly down the middle, but on the wire. We'll keep the camera up there for Mike's 60, which hopefully is not a 60 and 1. Oh no. Hits the 19s. Can he find his way back up to the tops? Not going to be on the board. And yeah. It's City League Darts. Welcome to City League. That's all I can keep on thinking to say. So many ways. Listen, there's many ways to leave your lover, and there's many ways to bust your fiver. How about your tops from way back when? Not punishing with the first start. Yes, punishing with the second dart. That was, I think, 8 visits of a missed double on the right side of the board there. Oh my goodness gracious. I hate to do it. But we have to bring up the dart counts here. Oh boy. You know, Michael will not be particularly upset or especially upset about losing a leg to Mike Gilligan when Mike had the throw. Michael Parr will be particularly upset about losing a leg in which we had 7 or 8 visits at a double and instead let Mike Gilligan win it in 44 darts. Oh, that one. That's the kind of leg that keeps you up at night. That's the kind of leg that interferes with your sleeping pattern. What does that mean for the stats? Nothing good. I want to slide these back out as soon as I've slid them in. Let's just sweep up in the rug. But wow, through 2 legs here, 4 low tons there for Michael. So that's good stuff. Like I said, he had 2 in the opening visit or the opening leg, accompanied by that 95. So 2 in the second leg as well. So scoring there, that's the only way you can miss all those doubles is if your scoring is on point. You get down quick enough. Double-edged sword there. My suggestion is just to score your points and also hit your doubles. But what do I know? Once again, a position here where Michael is just out shooting Gilligan like crazy. Are a full visit ahead here. With the advantage of throw, so essentially 6 starts ahead, though that 22, don't worry, it wasn't a triple deuce, it was just a double deuce. That 22 won't be too helpful. I was somewhat ready for a ton scored there to leave the 2-5 or the 159 bogey, but again, matters not so much when I don't have a BMath aware readiness here with the booth. Oh no, 176 remaining. And that's going to be 171 outside of range. So Gilligan here a chance to take the advantage by being first in a range. Just needs 3 big singles. That's it. Nope, or just 1 big treble. That'll just do it in double quick time. Oh, there's the 180 from Gilligan. You love to see it, even when you over zoom the cam like an asshole. You still love to see it. Was in range now, at least on 151 is par. But it's Gilligan here. Fixing to hit a double 18. Oh, wow. I mean, could that dart have been any more center of that double 18? Incredible. What a turnaround. Excuse you. 29.44. And then how about a 19 darter? Gilligan has just announced himself here, folks. Mike Gilligan has entered the building. Oh, what has that done to the stats? Well, not too much, but who cares about these stinking stats, huh? Who cares about the stats? Just that 19 darter, that's the stat we're looking at. Let's see how much that continues. Whoop. I didn't mean to hide the scoreboard. My bad. This is why I need a stream deck. Ugh. Too many clicks and whatnot. Well, salvaging visit with that first dart, excuse me, landing into the treble 20. But advantage remains in Gilligan's favor. Well, still way downtown here. It's not that I'm not paying attention. I mean, I'm not necessarily paying full attention, but shifting some other stuff here in the booth, trying to get some other slick little camera work configured here. The question for this match is: are we going 4, 5, 6, or 7, or 5, 6, or 7? Which is actually a pretty dumb question. Should have asked that after the next leg. Still shaking off some booth rust. Please, please be patient. Bear with me. More of those will get in a range, and that'll do it. So 153 leave from par. It's going to be this 208 a little bit uncomfortable, and will definitely make the follow-up visit pretty uncomfortable as well. Especially if Par is able to get below 100 on his next visit. Oh no, and that is a bogey. The 45 puts him on 163, so it's going to be at least 6 from 153 for Par. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, well, I'm doing the wrong math. Like, I do this sometimes. I mix up my ones and my fives. Like, I'll see a dart go into the white target to the right of the 20. And I'll count 5. And I don't know why I do it. Holy shit, what a flyer that was. Bad, bad, wretched, no good, horrible, very bad visit. Yeah, all bets are off here. I don't know what we're targeting. For 126. Couldn't tell you. Definitely not 19s. Definitely not 19s on that first start. That much I can tell you. How about trouble 17? Oh, look how close that is. Oh, look how close that is to the treble 17. Wow, great setup with the treble 15. I think it leaves 36. Oh, 40. Okay. Wow. All right. Hell of a visit from Gilligan. And it's going to be double 17 inexplicably. And he makes it. And he nails it. Bottom of the board. Arguably the most awkward double between that and the adjacent to the left. Worries him not. We've got a best of 3 on our hands now. First to get 2 legs from here will be the winner. We'll move on to the semifinals. That was a 27 dart break of throw. So at this point, you'd have to say Par now with the advantage. You know, just a pure statistical advantage keeps on oscillating back and forth. Seemingly every leg here. Trickling our way down to some doubles here eventually, one of these days. Oh, cannot stay on it. Can he put something in close there? You know, he's staying on that treble 20. Yeah, real solid 140 there. Now we got scoring. Now we got some potentially interesting numbers forming here. So far, 19 darts, the best leg. Can we do something in 6 visits? It's more than halfway there. Oh, great third dart, splitting the difference between the first two, getting down below 100. Pressure applied and against the darts, too. What an outrageous visit there for Gilligan. What timing. I asked earlier, can we do it in 6 visits? We're going to get the answer. $76 remaining. Oh, it's just going to have to be a split on the 816. Or not a split, but does it leave 8? Yeah, it leaves 8. No, that's plenty fine. Right, 70 or 56. Yep. So that is solid stuff there from Mike. Not applying really any pressure there, setting up the baby fish. Now let's see if Gilligan can do something here. That's double 4. Oh, the answer is an emphatic no. Baby fish here. Not going to happen. 25 or 20 from 125. It was 15s. So, make of that what you will. And it's back to the double 4 here for Mike. I was going to say, guarantee he's not going to go low on this first one. And find that double 2. Not anywhere near it, unfortunately. So it's a chance here from 88. Fancy at least a shot at the bull or not. At the bull or not. And you know, who even cares? Who even cares about the next start? Doesn't even matter. 52 left. Doesn't even matter. I am so mad about it. Oh, should have snapped the replay cam on that one. Oh, goodness gracious. About the madhouse. Oh, too far inside there, below the wire. On its tops. Far to punish, to absolutely punish. And the punishment shall not be delivered, but we're just going to stay right up there again. Whoop. We'll overscan. It's still Gilligan. Still double 1. It's still double. Woof. What was I saying it still was? Because never mind. How about the double 10? The double 10 is what it is there. Par keeping the hold. It was a rough hold, but it's a hold nonetheless. 31 darts, but a leg is a leg is a leg. We don't give you more points for holding any better. We also don't give you any more points for breaking. Wow. That looks like a 10-40 to me. I think we'll see that 10-40 little increment up. Indeed, we do. We see that Michael Parr 10-40. Mid tons go from a 0 to a 1 right there on our lovely real-time stats dash. Hashtag stats dash. $68 is good, but would have at least expected an 85 from that one. Oh, not gonna fill that up. But just that 45, it is close to Gilligan. No, I was going to say taking advantage of the throw. Once again, I am off with who threw first. So pressure is on Gilligan here to kind of maintain this. The advantage of darts right now, 29 behind the leg. Basically a dart and a half. That 85 was absolutely critical there at that juncture. 60 next visit leaves a finish that puts you on a big double. I want to say 60 actually. Oh no, it was a ton. All right, well, pressure just right back on there for Michael. Could not have timed that any better. Not quite for the max. Oh, but what a 140 there for Gilligan. And if we go to a last leg decider, it will be exactly that visit that put us there. Let's see if Mike can close out this 80. Push us to a last leg decider. Wow, there it is. Bang, bang. And let's go ahead and pull up that visit that brought us to that checkout opportunity. This beautiful 140 to set it up. Oh, amazing. Michael just putting in a 25 here for his opening visit in the very last leg, the decider. All the pressure, all the marbles here. This is essentially for $50. The winner of this match being guaranteed at least $50 for their effort here today. Quarterfinalists walking away with nothing. Semifinal losers walking away with $50. This could be a huge opportunity for Gilligan. Oh, there it is. That's the advantage now. Proper taken. Oh, a ton 40 against the darts when your opponent doesn't open up strong in the last decider of a match that literally is the difference between cash and no cash in a tournament. Oh, this is something. This is much more exciting than any sort of 1-8 match you would ever expect to see in an 8-player invite seeded event. Just the 40 there keeps Mike within striking distance. But again, that would be with a disadvantage of darts. Just review our latest stats. So Gillian got 55, which again is about his average for the season. And I think that 49 for Michael might actually be slightly above. I think it was, what did I say earlier, like a 44 or a 45, I believe. Oh, I have the answer right here. 46 average for the season for Michael Parr. 53 for Gilligan. So Gilligan actually throwing slightly above the average. What Mike can do from 239 is a bit downtown as far as the setups go. Probably going to be necessary. The 26 is not going to do it. But 2 trebles required here from Parr. So in no better position. Ooh, if he sticks one more of those in, though. Ooh, if he had stuck one more of those in, that would have been interesting. Oh, never mind. It wouldn't have been. That would have been a bogey. And I'm not doing the math right. Well, the 60 is good enough to set up the 153, which is a very doable finish. Now it's on par to at least match some sort of comparable setup. Yeah, 45 will do it. 45 will put him right on a par. Ha, 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 ha. But it's Gilligan first. But it's not Gilligan last, at least not this visit. Again, 63 though, crossing those thresholds when he needs to. Good work getting down to the 9-3. Oh, and super on. 57 tops. Let's do it. Oh, wanted it. 78 remaining. I bet he's going to go 20s, even though it should go 18s. What did I say? 93, 57, 36. $42, 32. $41 left. 9 gets him to that finish. We'll see if Michael gets a shot at a double. He very well should. Then again, we saw 16s from 88 last leg. Should be 18 for tops, and I'm not going to say what it's going to be. Not going to say what it's going to be. Well, it was an 18 attempt. And I just 18 more for 36. But anyway, doesn't matter. 32 for the match. First dart, there he goes. Started off slow. And then Gilligan gets there in the end, putting in what was almost dead on his. Oh no, almost dead on his overall season average. Similarly for Michaels, both those players playing just slightly above their overall season averages in this extended best of 7 format that we're playing here this evening. So that does it for our quarterfinal matchups. We're going to take a little break, let these semifinalists get warmed up, and then we're going to get the first of our 2 semifinals going. Like I said, we are going to play these consecutively, not concurrently. So you're going to get 2 semifinal feature matches here on board 1 before we get to our final. You know, I really should start bringing this booth cam back to me. Just like sometimes I forget about it. But as we're gradually panning across the audience here, we see getting back to me. We've got the bracket up here, up to date, latest and greatest. We will be going back down to the bottom part of the bracket now. So it's going to be Omar and Javier here on the feature board, followed by the Gilligan Wilkerson match, followed by the winners there of Stay Tight, Laser Cat, going to the restroom. Going to see you soon. All right, let's do this, shall we? Back in the booth here, as always, a laser cat. You know what? And again, don't have the booth cam set up because I am such an amateur, but it's getting over here. And in case you're tuning in from the lovely Constellation Club in Durham, UK, you might recognize the sort of style, the inspiration of this shirt. I call this my Tony Wood, the Florida Man pattern. That's right, my Tony Wood jersey. We got the Sentimiento jersey on the other side coming behind me, which ironically, actually, that is the other huge fan of the Constant Station Club YouTube streams in Austin. And he's the first, actually. It was Matt Crescent, Mad Matt, watching those streams before I was, which is just fantastic. Let's go ahead and bring this up to the preview here for the semifinal matchup, the first of our two semifinals before we move on to the final. Winner of this playing the winner of the next one. So here we are getting into outrageous parity. We have seen huge disparity in the numbers here so far with our match previews. There is very, very little to talk about here. Super similar averages, super similar records, similar first nines. Power scoring slightly favoring Omar, which for anyone in Austin who's been playing with Omar a good bit, and with Javier, certainly not a knock on Javier. Just Omar will score some power stuff. Like it's his job. He just does it. So let's go ahead and bring up our proper match view. Looks like these folks ready to cork. They're getting it on. We're going to have ourselves a really, really fun fight here. I guarantee you, this is going to be a blast. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and zoom in on the bull here since we're shooting for it anyway. Don't feel like Omar really actually pulled that dart back at all on that second bull attempt. So 25 or 50 to take the throw here. Now 25 or 50 to put some pressure onto Omar for his next start. Ooh, and that's going to be a bull to Omar. What's he going to say about it? Oh, he's going to say, I'm up for it. Et tu, Brute? You see Javier with the Cheshire smile back there himself. And this, folks, is why the PDC don't cork on stage. And not blame them for it as much as I'd love to see it as a fan. Of course, but it takes longer in the PDC is for typically slightly different reasons. But still, the time is the time. But still, the time is the time. I don't know. We just hit that point in the evening. We're hitting the trough before the ascension of the dark quality. And at what point do we just go out there and say, throw 2 at the treble 20 and score your best? All right, that is a 25. Javier. Damn you, Javier. 25 right back to Omar. What are we doing? We are playing darts. We're all right. Now it's on after much, much, much ado. Great third dart. Playing the old 81 opener. Meanwhile, we got some like big band tunes going on here at Cavalier, which again, if you've watched our previous streams, you've heard me in the booth commenting on the music. You know I want to shake these hips and get a little funkiness going on when they start to hit the mood, and they're hitting the mood. That is some rather acceptable scoring from Omar. I'll tell you what, 100 average through the first two visits. Yep. Uh, we'll call that decent. We'll call that decent for sure. Chance for Javier to reclaim the throw here. It's going to need a triple to do it, though. Yeah, fabulous math awareness from Omar there. Uh, two 19s, shoot for the singles to start, leaves you the option of going treble 19, treble 20 on your third dart there, either of which would leave a bull leaving finish. Just real smart stuff there. And you'll see that pretty reliably with both these players. Yeah, I feel like generally when I'm watching either of these guys throw, I'm not really feeling too paranoid about the math awareness, the setups, the bogeys. Generally, real solid decision making, which, as you can tell, I mighty respect. I respect it probably a lot more than Omar respects that 35. Gone 25, 19 there from 5. That is a bit of a hiccup on the math awareness there from Javier. It's going to bogey him out all day long. Now, the interesting thing here will be if it's 40 with the first two, is it 20 or 25? Doesn't matter because it's not 40 with the first two. Ooh, 85 though. How you doing? Let's leave a fresh little ton there in the opening leg in this first semifinal. Playing best of 7 all the way through here. So we started this tournament in the quarters. And just keeping this best of 7 format through the semis and the final. Oh, and that's a terribly disappointing visit. That's going to leave 169 or 16. Yeah. Oh, Javier is not going to be happy with that one, certainly. Looks like he was going tops. Was not quite going to get there, but a really good setup nonetheless here. So Javier again just trying to leave a setup best that he can do here from 169. 719 is probably not the worst play in the world. 1-3 to leave 36. Oh, not how that's going to go. Yeah, I don't like that switch down. I would have preferred to go up to the 20, leave 104 rather than 105 there. Just a bit more forgiving potential out with the first start. But let's see what Omar can do. He'll go low, and that's what we've seen him. I feel like we've seen Omar miss more low than high, but it doesn't really matter if you have more darts and you stick one of them in the double that you need. First leg on the board in favor of Omar, and that will be a break. He's got a hold here to really wrap it up to finish that break. Yeah, you just see that like disappointment from Javier in that throw, just looking around like, Javier, what are you doing, man? You know you throw better than that. What's that dart doing all the way up by the double friggin' 5? Can't tell if that's 76, 36, 21, 76. All right. Good second dart there, threading the needle into that treble 20 bed. Omar out with a statement here that he is just fixing to hold throw here, complete that break, go up with a proper advantage here. Has they pretty much have the same score, but he's got the 3 dart advantage here with the darts in the leg. That's a terrible switch because he was actually still. Oh, no, never mind. 270. I was thinking he was on 291, could have hit a ton 20 to leave 170. But I forgot about that other 100 that sort of crept in out of nowhere. Where'd that come from? I don't know. That was that first start. That could have been set up for a double with 2 treble 20s. But they did not go. From way downtown, can any pressure be applied at all? And that's going to be a hard no. The firmest of no's. The knowest of knows, the ninest of nines, the nietest of niets. The nose of nose. Oh, wow, not even a 20 on the third, just a single one. Fortunately has the breathing room to afford. Let's see if Javier can put in a 140 here. Oh, just the 85 will keep him a good bit outside of range. Omar, he wouldn't have to go for the double 19 at the end of this if he didn't want to. But he won't have the chance to, so it doesn't really matter the end. Case to be made for switching down to the 19s there to set up 58. Wait, or you know what? Never mind. Just forget the math that I'm trying to talk about. Oh, yep. All right, great math. Wanted that triple 19 instead of the 177. Nope, nope, not good math. Absolutely terrible math because the 177 to the left 30. So one of the 17s there instead, but does it matter? Double 19 is way low. All day I've been noticing Javier leaving those crucial doubles awfully, awfully, awfully low. See what Javier can do from state. 16 split here. From 48, I think leaves 48 still. Yes, and the 16 sets up the double thereof, but it's the missed big number that could be the Achilles heel. It's 7 or 15. It was 15 for 8. Now it's 2 for figure 13 if that was a target. And it's another single that was supposed to have been a double. Finally, it's the... Oh! Was that a Boston, like the treble 18 or something? I can't tell what that other one was. Either way. Oh, can you use that marker? Can you use that marker? No, and that was well high, bouncing off the wire off of the 8 segment. Once again, it's going to be a single 15 for the double 8, you figure. Double 8s. No, no, he's looking up to check, and he realizes wrong side of the wire. Oh, wow! Just in the corner, 8-ball corner pocket for the critical 30-dart hold of throw to complete the break for Omar. It's a statement. It's not necessarily the statement, but shit is being said. This little 82 there would not be terrible if that's what that was. And that is not terrible. Yeah, oh, lost the range terribly. Yeah, I think it was like 8. So, yeah, some quick little adjustment there from Omar. It was not just an 8. Got the right score in there. Yeah, great third dot recovery there. Good cover. That's not a cover shot, right? Nah, not when you're throwing the same target. So anyway, good trouble on the intended targets there for Omar. Oh, almost the max for Javier. Omar not getting too close. Let's check. Oh, nope. Wrong video. Yep. Well, I was trying to bring up that near max from Javier. We'll see if I have a chance to do it for this visit. All right, I'll set up 110. Oh, nope. Yep. Okay, so here's that. Well, yeah, I'm trying to do it too quickly. Don't have timer at 130, right? The baby fish for Javier was set up there. We'll see if Omar can do anything here. Ooh, looking to set at least 160, if not better. Looking to set up something better. He was on for the 1-2-2. Is that what happened? 1-1-7. So just a single 3 there with the third dart. Unfortunate, but still a fantastic visit. With those 3, the baby fish could still be on. It's on. Oh, plays the I don't think you have it in you disrespect game. We'll see if Omar responds to that. Oh my God. Well, Omar responded with a you're right. However unintentionally that may have been. And it is a disaster. It's going to be 9 for tops or 17 for 16s. Get a leg on the board would be his first in the match. It was 17 for tops. It turned into 51 for 0. Oh no. Top of the board here for Omar. Just wanted the bull straight up. Wanted to shave down the 100 with the first start. Trying to go 25.96. And it doesn't turn out too well. I think it's a 51 indeed. So Javier, once again, now is that 51 bust going to inspire him to go 9s for tops this time? It is not. So he hits the intended big number. Can't find the double 16 first ask. Can he find it here? Not even really close with that first one. Oh, does well to bridge the gap. Not as loose of a double as the first attempt was, but still not good. So here we figure it's going to be treble 18 for double 8 for Omar, but also could be 10s. 12 or 20. 20 leaves double 16 for a commanding lead. And that is a commanding lead. That is a really nice 24 dart break of throw there for Omar. He's gone break, hold, break, and it would be a hold for the match here. If he can get it done in this fourth leg. That's a commanding opening visit on your throw for the match. I couldn't tell if that third dart found the trouble. Indeed, it did. Fantastic sneak in there, which means that just a ton 40 would set Omar up on a big fish for a 12 dart leg. So we could say he's halfway there. No, not halfway there anymore. Not with that single one on the first visit, or the first start, I should say. Ebbs and flows here in City League. Ebbs and flows. They get hot, they get cold, they get colder, they get colder. They get red hot, they get frigid. We're all over the place here. We say you can go your own way, but our own way is typically not toward like a 70 average. But we're working on it. And that, that's the thing. Listen, if you get a bunch of Americans going to a place to play a bunch of 501 on a regular basis, that is a winning effort. That's going to get us closer to the target than we are now. One more of those would be lovely, but just a tunnel still set up a finish, and again keeps Omar well out. You see 210 points with 3 darts in hand, or well, 3 darts ahead, granted, but still can't make up that 210 in this visit. That is for sure. Three well-thrown darts, but no trebles, and the opponent way, way out ahead. I wonder if 17s is the target here. I've seen Omar do some of the hipster picks like that. And it is. It'll be an 85 leave, which is not a bad spot at all after 6 visits and with your opponent back on 292. So it'll be at least 6 from 85. More likely 9 will be available. Might just need 2. Might just need 3. I think that's 83 left. If that's 80 left. It was 66 left. So that was a 17 instead of a single 3 there. So Omar just setting up the 5-1. Again, no pressure. Should have plenty of time at it. Javier looking at the 2-4-5 here. Just trying to set it up. Gonna need a ton at least. Obviously, that was a 20 with the first start. 27 scored here so far. So even a 60, not going to get the job done with the third guard getting a range. So there'll be at least 6 more here for Javier from 51, though he certainly only wants to use 2. It's 19 or 11, depending on what the target for the double he wants. How about a double 16? How do you fancy it? He fancies it with the whitewash victory. Commanding performance there. Wasn't, I mean, you call it dominant. It was pretty one-sided, but we've certainly seen better darts. Of course, I say that 60 average with a 72 first 9. I don't know what match I was watching, because apparently it wasn't that one. That was pretty damn tidy. I should look at some other screen to see where the actual leg counts are. But anyway, we had that done. Bottom part of the semifinal side of the draw. Omar and Javier. Omar going through number 2 seed in the place that you would expect him to be. So far, the bottom of the bracket, every match going according to seed so far. Number 2 over 7, 3 over 6. Just here, 2 over 3. Next up, 1 and 4. Let me go grab those guys. We'll be back here in just a moment. Laser Cat back here in the booth for our last semifinal before we head to the championship match. Both these players guaranteed $50 for their efforts so far, but playing for at least another guaranteed 50 as the finalist is guaranteed $100, but the winner of the next match gets 200, so potentially $150 on the line for one of these players. They have already corked, and Mike just threw his first visit of 41 as we check in live on the action here. City League Austin 2022 Fall Invitational. And we see Matt holding a sign up there, but unfortunately just with the pure raw sunlight, just like the source of all energy on Earth, pointed directly behind the Akis here. Cannot see it, just overexposed. We'll figure out one of these days. Maybe we'll put like an extra layer of sun blocky stuff on the windows. That's a technical term. The sun blocky stuff. And if you're tuning in, go ahead and give us a shout out in the chat. Just say what up. Love to see who's joining us, where you're from. If you're in Austin, if you're in the United States, if you're in the UK, if you're elsewhere. Go ahead, let your presence be known. After that 41, a couple 81s for Gilligan. Ain't bad. Apologies for the delay here. I was like in the booth, like digging my head into my face, like I'm crying, like uncontrollably. Just trying to suppress a sneeze. That's all it is. Oh man. If I could like give the actual booth look right now. Had a chance for the 153 after the first one, and I mean, damn good look at the 93 for 36 there. That treble 19 going just a tad shy. But for Gilligan here, it's triple 13 for double 12. He can tag it. I know it's his choice. I think it's going to be 10. Oh, double thereof. There was 10 for tops there from 40. Just missed inside onto that treble. Not a bad visit at all. Will not be happy with the miss outside on double 10, but certainly not much to complain about there. And how about that double 10? Oh, how about that double 5? No, just going to have to lay it up or not. Resets back to the 20. Seth just trying to set something up of his own. 145 would have probably been the goal. And not whatever that was. 10 for Mike again here. What's it going to be? When you don't know me. Said, what's it going to be? I know that's not the words, but. Oh, there we go. Better late than never. 26 dart, hold a throw. Thank you, Shelby Beer. Delivering the goods as you see back behind the Aki. The world's largest supporter of Darts Atlas and City League Darts and of Lasercat. Shelby Blabs, a.k.a. Shelby Beer, a.k.a. Shelby Counts, a.k.a. Shelby is cold and needs a little jacket. Because honestly, in Texas here, places get super cold inside. It'll be 100, 305 degrees out. We need to have the AC cranking inside. You'll need to almost be naked walking around outside, but as soon as you get in, it's like a 50-degree temperature difference, and you're rigid. And I don't know why I still have the camera all the way up into that tops area, but zoom that back out, get a more holistic view of the board. So that says Get Foxy. So that's actually the most legible bit that we've been able to see so far here from our fan signs. Oh, just a little bit high with that second, but oh, beautiful 140. What a visit there from Mike Gilligan, finding his legs and a damn near little Justin Pipe action there from Seth. So far for Gilligan, it's been 22, 60, 140. So if you're all that's next is a 180. Surely. Or not. Interesting. I think Mike's second dart was at the 18s. I think he wanted to go 54-54 for a 109 total to leave the big fish to try to get a big fish shot on cam. I swear to God, I think that's what was just happening. Which, for the record, love it. Just a little 60 here to put into the range, and that'll be happening with the very first dart. Not with the second, though. How close are we going to be? Oh, these two treble visits for Gilligan. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's slide out some low ton stats. Excuse me, shall we? We very much shall. Wow, really? Just the one. That's like unbelievable. That is just in this visit, in this leg, he's had the 1-2-1 and the 140, and those represent the two lone high scores there for Mike, who, despite that, is averaging damn near 70. Oh, it's on double 12. 81 cleanup. Oh, just missed it. Wow. It was a mess from 83 into the 2. Did so well to find the treble 19 to try to clean it up. We'll see if he could do it this next visit here. Double 12. Fantastic 19 dart break. And Seth has not done poorly here to get down to 108 after 7 visits. And he's not going to do it. Let's take back. Let's take one more look at that 83 attempt. Well, now it's too late because Seth is up. Still trying to dial in that replay timing here. 68 remaining for Seth. Figures just going to stay there, try to set up the 8. Unable to find it, but let's see what Mike can do here. For that double 12, that is just horrifically under. Double 6 now around the other side, and it's double 1 in the Madhouse. Yes, wow, finds it the very tippy top of it. Oh, I thought he might have been a little bit more inside there, opting to air out or inside rather than inside for the bus, rather than to leave on double 1. But either way, great job getting that thing through the door for a 2-0 lead here. That is a break a throw and all the advantage here into Gilligan going into the third leg. Just needs 2 more, 2 down, 2 to go to get into the final of the City League Austin Fall 22 Invitational. I don't think we've seen a lot of high checkouts so far today. I haven't looked at what anyone else has done, but I don't even know if we've seen like a big, like 90 plus. I think we've seen an 80 something or two. But I think the checkouts have been a bit more modest so far in this match. It's been a 20 and 24 on the checkouts, both obviously going for Gilligan. It's a great second dart. But Seth not going quietly into that good night, looking to make a statement here, trying to reclaim one of those breaks. I think it would be very interesting if he were to win this one. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed, and he's being set up for it. 20 ahead, plus 3 darts. Oof, no way to get to a checkout after that first start win to the 5, but damn, an 85 is going to be a great way to get yourself at a sniff, at a little layup there to get into range. Like with his own 85 or... Oh, wow, really? Okay. Excuse me then. One of those single 20s was actually a triple 1. One more of those is in range. That, however, ain't. Not going to go all the way, but at least in range as long as he doesn't hit a 1 or a 5 here. And once again, when I zoom in, like it's clockwork, Mike putting in that second treble 20. Goodness gracious. And Ryan Joyce over here does not relent. 104. 16's first start, I think. He might go 18. I think he's going 16. He's like a good lad. No, he's going 18 since I was looking up. Oh, no, he's going 16. He's a good lad. One more of them for tops. I mean, 3 more of them for tops. I think he's just one more, but he still wants one of them to leave 24. So 5 16s to leave 24. I don't like the switch there. I feel like those first 2 were begging him to thread the needle, saying, we will just put the dart where it needs to go. Trust us. Oh, shit, it's double 19 for Seth here. That was 98 and 38, 9 and 60. Leave double 19. And that's the kind of thing where you expect to see Seth out of absolutely nowhere come out with the big finish and just make it happen. Oh, shit. 45, Shirley, for 24. 45 is in there. How about the 24? Wow. Again, awesome stuff from Gilligan. Holy moly, that was a well-deserved third leg. Check out some 20, 24, and 69. And as we see here, holding that over 60 average, doing a great job, and Seth doing really well himself, throwing just a few points actually. His average is about a 51.5 for the season, so doing about a proper 4 average better than that, about 9%, which is nothing to scoff at, especially considering the environment and the on-streamedness. Both these players doing awfully well here. Take a look at these dart counts here. So, yeah, Gilligan doing it in commanding fashion. A slippery 9 dart visit followed by an 8 dart and another 8 visit, 9 visit, 8 visit, 8 visit legs. Good enough to get the job done here. Well, we will see if that's good enough to take down Omar in the final. Assuming, of course, that Mike does get there and that Seth doesn't mount to come back and take the next 4 on the trot. I zoomed in too late. If I had started zooming in earlier, Mike would have 100% made that other treble 20. But that was my fault. Clearly my fault. But not even a ton 80 is going to interrange here. So Seth, it's somewhat decent advantage here. So 3 trebles or a 1-4-5 here. And none of that is going to happen. Seth could do it at 65. He probably doesn't know this. 2040 or 2025. 20, anyway, it's City League Darts where you can go your own way and where nobody, I mean nobody, is math aware. Except potentially Javier and Omar and sometimes Mike. And me, of course. Except when I'm in the booth. I'm like impeccable on the Aki, but you put me in the booth and I like start flipping up and I like check down. It's like criticizing players for like phantom leaves and phantom bogeys that aren't actually real, but it's okay. It's stressful in here. It's stressful in here. And there's only a few people in the world who really know how stressful it actually is doing this live comms for darts matches for multiple hours consecutively. Um, and listen, if you're one of those people, give me a shout. Say what up. Say hi. Listen, even say I'm doing a terrible job. I don't care. As long as I know you're watching. That's all that matters. There's one time, I'll be honest, there's one time Dan Dawson joined the chat in in one of our YouTube streams a few years ago for the Bang Average League. And I froze. Absolutely froze. Just saw the name pop up. Dan Dawson like said something just completely innocuous. And I like seized up, couldn't even think about what to respond, didn't want to like make myself look like a nerd. Didn't want to like say the wrong thing, wanted to stay cool. And yeah, I feel like just completely freezing probably wasn't very cool. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best that I can. Speaking of doing the best that we can, we'll talk about that visit, but maybe we'll talk about this one from Justin Pipe, Lord of the Dance. All right, well, leaves 86 in the end, but woof, what an end. Doable 106 here from Mike. No one would be particularly surprised to see this go. It'd be impressive. We'd all cheer. But nothing shocking here. Treble 18. Would have left double 32. I mean double 16, as there is a 32 segment on the board, in case you need darts. How about Seth at 86 with one extra darts? 82, bullseye, or 14s, or who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Holy shit. Double 4 here for Mike. Find the double 2. Yes, he can to wash it out a clean sheet. Not as clean as he would have necessarily liked that sheet to have been. Oh, and look at that, just slipping down under the 60 average slot there. Oh, that's disappointing for Mike, but definitely disappointed with the result. And honestly, overall, those starts, he not too much to be upset about. So that's it for our semifinal matches. We've gone through the quarters, we've got through the semifinals. All that's left is this final, and it's going to be, as you see here, number 1 seed Mike Gilligan, number 2 seed Omar Fabian, as we would have all predicted. We're going to get it going just after this short break. Can't wait to bring you all this final live from Austin, Texas. It's City League Darts, baby. Let's go. All right, we are back and getting it going here in the final. Just got the signal from the players. They are ready to cork, ready to get it rocking. So we are going to bang out this final best of 7 here, the City League Invitational. Players are corking, and we are in the 1-2, the classic final matchup. Number 1 and number 2, they have corked. You've been seeing them. We don't need to put up the stats. It's Omar and Mike. It's been pretty similar so far. Lights out. We are racing. So still just playing this best of 7. So race to 4. First of these 4 legs. We have seen a bunch of matches go 6 legs. 1 or 2 go 7. We'll see how close this one ends up. My prediction is that it's going to go the distance. My prediction is that we are on throw after 4 legs. My prediction is 2-2 after 4 legs. I'm not saying we'll go all holds, but I'm saying it'll be even after 4, and I think it's going to go 3 legs after that. Oh, near the ton 40. Really good stuff from Gilligan there. Solid ton. So if Omar can just stay steady like that, he can give himself a chance to sniff some doubles, but he will have to take those doubles because Mike's first 9 is definitely going to be stronger than a 60. Little high there. But Mike with the additional advantage of the throw. So really pressure on Omar. Cannot win this match without getting a break of throw. And in this short-ish format, that break is best to come sooner than later. And that is not how to set yourself up in a position to get that break, but room for forgiveness. Is that? I think it is. I can't tell. The first one was high. It was. When I'm in there on the Zoom, wasn't the max. But then again, I guess it was never the max. So my Zoom rule was still good with the 2 trebles coming in. Go way outside of range here. I feel like a broken record here. Gilligan with the advantage. 16 segments. To leave tops. To leave tops for the 6th visit. Leg is not going to go, but he'll be back for double 10. How many times will he be back? 19 first start, surely. Doesn't matter now. well outside that double 10 target. Inside, looking for the double 5 now. Oh, and well tight. Would have rather probably busted into that 20. Almost certainly, no, not probably. Assuredly would have rather busted into that 20. But just 320s here will put Omar into range, get him somewhat back into his leg. But, oh, no, that was a treble for the first one. So, oh my goodness. Once again, right on cue, I zoom in and we get a second treble of the visit. Oh my goodness, that is a pressure applying visit, especially with Gilligan on an odd, needing to shave the odd number off. And that's the risk of it, especially such a low odd. Either adjacent wedge is going to be a bust. Omar, I figure it's 19 tops, honestly. 42 remaining, the 6-10 split. It's 6 for double 18. Oh, wow, just outside you can see Mad Matt in the background eating the tension on that. Gilligan trying to clean it up, needs to shave off the odd first. One for double 2, he's in for double 1. Double 2 at the bottom. Still double 2 at the bottom. Madhouse if he comes back. But that is a huge if. Double 18 here for Omar. Double 9. Oh my God, he went for the split. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And Mike use that as a target. No, he absolutely cannot. Omar now, who I just still cannot believe split that. Yeah, good for him. Good for making that. I still just cannot forgive the split with 2 darts in hand from 18. Can't do it, won't do it. Listen, if that makes me a simple small man, then I'm the smaller man. I don't care. I do not abide. But that is a fantastic break for Omar. Can he complete it with the hold here? And there it is. I swear to God, I summon these trebles with the zoom. The third dart treble on the zoom is just uncannily hitting today. I swear, if you were to do like a stat track on the third dart trebles that do and don't hit, and compare it to when I'm zooming and not zooming, all of the numbers will be convincing. Convincing. Josh in the chat asking, where was his invite? I assume you mean your invite to watch, because you well know where your invite to play has been, which has been on the tables, the leaderboards for the last 3 months. Invite to watch, I'll admit, I was pretty weak on the promotion for this around Austin. Didn't really push it much in the Facebook group, didn't push it on the City League Slack. Honestly, just too many balls in the air these days. And what in the world is that from Omar? Oh my goodness, it is a maximum. And Omar looking to make a statement with an upset here. And yeah, believe me, we will be pushing the next one of these pretty hard. As you see, we have a lovely seating area behind the Akis here. Plenty of room for at least another couple of tables. Can put plenty of folks here. Should have a simulcast television for the next event. Thought we were going to have one for this one, but we have some HDMI cable difficulties going on here, as is tradition. Oh, no 180 back-to-back. for Omar, but that 90 or 115 setup will not be bad after 9 darts for sure. And I don't know if we can expect this to keep on going up, but my goodness, is this all Omar all day today so far? Fifty-seven leaves, 68, 58, 68, 58 tops. Yep. So there's a latent camera switch. I'm just doing terrible math there. Omar is not, however. Omar is not doing terrible math. Omar knows what he's shooting at and why he's shooting at it. There's still really not much pressure being applied here. Omar for that double 10 here. Oh, and it's good. Never a question. And it is a solid break ahead for Omar, which is extra critical. I was saying right off the bat how important it was with him against the darts to get that break, and ideally to get that break early. And oh my gosh, has he gone on and just done exactly that? Can he hold on to it? At this point, you just got to hold out. Just hold his throws for the rest of the match, and there is no beating him. No beating him like the Steve Beaton darts that I didn't get in my Red Dragon giveaway, but honestly, made out like an absolute bandit with that 4-pack for what I paid and the darts I got for it. Oh my gosh. I was dreaming for one of those, Peter Wright Gold 11s or the Steve Beatons, some Mark Webster's, some Gerwin Price Blacks, like all these crazy 4-leaf clovers we saw getting snagged up in the Reddit threads for the Dart ID post for those Red Dragon value packs. But man, I love mine. It's good. I can't wait to bring them out, throw them, share them with some of the other players, test out some different styles of darts, some bombers, a scallop, and a couple of straight sets in there. It's good. My only mistake is not getting 3 packs. I only got the 1 pack. Should have gotten 3. Should have absolutely gotten 3. Will next time. And we see Silver Fox is leaving the building. The crowd dwindling here. It's becoming a longer and longer day. Some of these folks just lacking the will to persist. And let's see if this is like a anti Mike stat or a pro Omar. I mean, at this point, that holy shit, both, but more on the latter side, less on the former. Wow. I zoomed so you know. Ah, I zoomed so you thought you knew. Ah. Omar letting us all down with that lack of a second treble in that visit. Full advantage remains on the side of Omar. And that advantage just increases. I think that's 3 with that second dart. I think he might be going down. No, I see it up there. So he has 68 scored. Indeed. Very well thrown, though, for sure. Yeah, you see, I look up there, Mike, very frustrated with that third dart, just stress pulling it, stress yanking it down into the one, refusing to let go of the dart, purely a stress response. No doubt Omar getting a checkout range here. He's going to fancy at least a 1-3-2. Fancy at least a 1-3-2, though he could slip that dart above the first, and he does exactly that. Instead of the 92, shave off 40 more. Beautiful third dart. Absolutely perfect. One won't do it here. Is going to have 2 trebles with these next 2 darts. Is Mike and isn't Mike. What's it going to be for Omar? 92. First dart's going to go with the 20s. If he hits that treble, no question. If he hits the single, there is a question about what happens from 72. There's no question. Double 16. Tidy, tidy, tidy. 17 dart leg to go 3-0 up. It's belligerent is what it is. It's filthy is what it is. It's nasty is what it is. We love to see it is what we do. Oh, we've seen this before. I've said it before with Omar. These low darts, the nerviness getting in. He's staved off finish line jitters in earlier round matches today. But he's done that against players against whom you can get away with it more than you can against Mike Gilligan here. We will see. And I'll tell you, on the opposite side of that spectrum is Mike Gilligan, who is just unflappable in the hockey. He lives for these situations. He lives for the pressure. He will keep on fighting every single dart, and he will punish any sort of mistake. He will not let the pressure get to him if it's getting to his opponent. And I say that from personal fucking experience. So if I would rephrase, I would say Mike hasn't let the pressure get to him like I've let it get to me. And imagine if I've been up and he's been behind and I've let him get close, he has come up against me. I'll be honest with it. I ain't going to lie to you all about it. Back when I was throwing darts, me and Mike used to have really good practice sessions. Just show up, set up best of 11, don't really talk to each other, and don't really look up until someone's won 6. And that was about when I was playing my best darts ever. And then COVID hit, and then we stopped going out and playing together. And now I throw in the low 40s. Whereas before, my basement was about a 58. And Omar is just 377 points away from the very first City League Major Championship here, as well as a $200 payday. 377 out, not being put under pressure, and 3 legs up. I thought Mike was going to find a ton there to get it right back into even. No such luck, though. 3 very well thrown darts. 294 is going to be a little tough to set it up from here. A little bit tough to set up a even a 6 visit leg, but you never know. But you never. Oh no, 171. Oh, such a good look right on cue. I swear he couldn't hear me saying that as I was talking it up. What a fantastic freaking effort there. Oh my goodness, you love to see it. I know if I zoom, sure, at least it'll be another treble. Oh my gosh, so close. All right, 171 to tee it up here. How's the path going to go? It's not going to be checked out, nor is it going to be busted. Wants to try to use that first start as a guide. Tried to, was unable to. .235, much easier to play against than 236 here. 235, you can go 20, 20, 25. 236, you need at least a treble. And that is not what happens there on that visit. In fact, it's even worse. Just a 26. It's still with it all to do. Meanwhile, Omar from 111. It's midtown. It's not downtown. And it's not a chip shot either. 92 remaining. Treble 6, treble 20. 87 now. Treble 17 is the ask to lead double 30, double 18, not double 36, double 18. And that's not what happened. What the hell? 20s from 87. Be math aware, Omar. Hassel's video on the 19s is looking down the 19s. So good lad. So yeah, math aware there. So Gillian definitely knows that the single's a hit to set up the 170 for sure. In that instance, just unfortunate to miss a little bit high to the 7. Meanwhile, 17s here for double 18 for Omar. For the title. Match darts incoming into the double 16 for the match for the inaugural championship. And he's unable to put it in there, but he's going to have at least 3 more at that exact same target with his opponent way back on the 182. So that third dart definitely makes this interesting. 82 is a pressure applier. Applicator? I don't know. Anyway, for the tournament, for the title, it's Omar. Double 16. Go outside. Can he find some room below? Is that a blocker? Are those both blockers? It doesn't matter. The needle is threaded and it's still a miss. Is it 50 or is it 42 for Mike? I think it's 42. It was 50. So 15 for the Bull now. 17 leaves 65, or is he debating 25 tops? I can't tell. It's so spicy. It was 15 for the Bull, but he misses it into the 2. Oh my gosh. And it was 13 from 63, but well outside the treble. Back to Omar again. What's it going to be for the title once more? 3 more incoming at double 16. Oh, way low. Outside. Needs to find it. Does! Gets it! Game shot and the match. And the inaugural City League Championship Fall Invitational goes to Omar. Congratulations. We see the crowd giving him the very, very, very well-deserved props. Let's see if we can slide this camera back over to all them. There we see it. There we see it. There we see it. You love the celebration. I just wish you all could hear more of it. We are having a great time here in Austin, Texas, as we always do playing the darts. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've been checking in with us, congratulations to Omar, a very, very, very deserving winner here in the City League Austin Fall Championship. We go ahead and swing this booth cam on back to me as I send it out. Again, thanks y'all so much for tuning in. Thanks as always to the Cavalier for hosting us, being so gracious with their providing of the venue, the space, the accommodations, the technology, the AV infrastructure, everything. Thanks, of course, to the players for playing all these matches throughout the season. Been so much fun to watch the performance, watch the progress, watch players improve. That's where I was going for. Watch players improve. And then, of course, watch these battles like this with players like Omar, with players like Mike, putting it down, showing up on stream. Just a fantastic performance, especially in this final. Let's take one more look at that match summary. What a filthy final that was. Omar, 68 overall average, 73.5 first 9. That's disgusting. That is absolutely filthy, and that's why we call it a well-deserved victory. Signing off from Austin, Texas,